to the Morning Buzz on WMSC at Montclair State.
Not working.
Well. Listen, you know what today is. Y'all know what it is.
What's today?
It is the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. First of all, I played it on my side, so it's not out for me. So yeah, scram. Anyway, the reason why we had whatever. Scram. All right, we got a great show for you as usual. It's pajama day. That's why I got the little robe action. I'm joined by my co-host Joe Verga.
Thank you so much, Cam.
Shut up. Cassandra Diaferio.
Hello.
Ali Aurelio.
Good morning.
And Megan O'Neill.
Hello.
Trying to say I took an L. That's crazy. But that's beside the point. Like I said before, we got a lot of things to talk about. But before we get into any of that, Ali, yo, got a show up for us?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ali Vario, and on this magnificent Monday, I am joining you from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In international news, Queen Elizabeth II has tested positive for COVID-19. Buckingham Palace released the news on Sunday, saying that her symptoms were cold-like, and as of right now, that is the extent of the information that they have released. The palace has been taking several precautionary measures to prevent Queen Elizabeth II from catching the virus. However, she has had many interactions with others, especially throughout the month of February. There's no definite information on how she became infected. In national news, President Joe Biden has agreed to meet with Vladimir Putin as long as Russia holds off on invading Ukraine. At a press conference on Sunday in Munich, Germany, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris announced that there is a potential European war brewing. If a war were to occur, it would be the first war in over 70 years to occur in Europe. In regional news, on Friday, there was a shooting in Potsdam, New York, resulting in the death of 21-year-old Elizabeth Howard. Howard was supposed to graduate from SUNY Potsdam's Crane School of Music this spring as a music education major. Michael J. Snow of Messina, New York, was arrested and charged with the murder of Howard. It's been proven that Snow is not affiliated with the college, and it's unknown if he had any relation to Howell. Now, for some weather, it is currently 29 degrees outside with humidity at 74%. Today is predicted to have a high of 56 and a low of 28, and it will be sunny throughout the day, so be sure to grab a pair of sunglasses. We are looking at a 1% chance of precipitation throughout the entire day. Lastly, just before I give it back to you, Cam, I would like to wish my dad a very, very happy birthday. Today's his birthday, and I know he's listening, so happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You got a birthday in the cut. Anyway, we got something that I love to talk about. Megan, we got some sports going on.
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about those sports.
All right. So yesterday, the Michigan coach decided to fight over timeouts.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll explain it. So yesterday in the game, Michigan against Wisconsin, Wisconsin was winning by 14 points, and there was only a few seconds left, and they decided to call 2 timeouts during just like 3 seconds left in the game, even though they were winning. So really, there was no sense of them calling a timeout, but that's besides the point. When the game ended, Michigan coach Juwan Howard and the Wisconsin coach decided to have choice words with one another, which ended up with Michigan coach hitting the assistant coach from on Wisconsin, which then turned into an outbreak with players and faculty of both teams fighting against each other. But then it eventually got broken up. But after the huge fight, Howard, the Michigan coach, did a press conference to talk about the issue, and this is what he had to say. I thought it was not necessary at the moment, especially being in a large lead and then having the timeout be called 4 to 3 seconds to go. I thought it wasn't fair to my guys or our guys. So this whole reasoning for this big fight was just because of the other team winning, but they decided to call timeouts when it was not needed, and the Michigan coach not liking that. The athletic director for Michigan State decided to release a statement regarding the situation, and this is what they had to say. I'm aware of and I watched the end of the men's basketball game, and there is no excuse for any of our staff and student athletes to get into physical altercation with others regardless of instigating factors. We will review the situation more thoroughly and work with the Big Ten Conference as they determine their disciplinary actions, and will determine if further disciplinary actions are needed. So basically, Michigan State did talk to the faculty and coaches of Wisconsin to like really, like help them out, to like apologize and all this stuff. But like that was their release statement, and I just thought overall, I thought it was crazy that he got mad over the timeouts, which is fair, but also you didn't have to hit the assistant coach to cause an issue.
And actually, it's corrections. Michigan, University of Michigan's athletic director. Just clarifying that. But yeah, that's college basketball for you, and that's what. Now I have my own piece about that. Now, as me being an athlete, I have my own saying, but that's beside the point. And there's another story going on. We're gonna to talk about our great state, the Garden State, New Jersey. It's not so great right now, is it?
No.
There's some things going on.
Oh yeah.
Hey Joe.
Do you really? Okay, I guess I'm saying this.
Of course, you got it.
More details following the seemingly racially motivated arrest of a teenager at a New Jersey mall. Sorry. Rumors swirled building up about a potential fight at the Bridgewater Commons. Apparently, a group of teenagers were planning on jumping a fellow classmate. That jumping never happened, and instead a fight between two other students occurred. Joseph, of course, not me, for the record, not me. Joseph confronted another student named Kai, about the potential attack. The two got heated with each other, where Kai would throw the first punch. After brawling for a bit, police showed up, and they were also aware of the potential fight happening. The police would break up the fight, but what happened after is where the real controversy started. One officer took Joseph and placed him on the couch. Meanwhile, two officers pinned Kyle using aggressive force. It should be noted Kai is black and Joseph looks, in quotation marks, white, being Colombian and Pakistani. The distrusting arrest was captured on video and has been everywhere from news to social media outlets, even on the buzz last week. Over the weekend, there was a rally outside the Bridgewater Police Department to protest the officer's conduct. Joseph, who had to sit and watch the whole situation go down, had this to say, quote, "I knew that was really bad," Joseph said, of the way officers handled the other team. "I even offered to get handcuffed. I offered to get detained after Kai was detained, and they turned my offer down. I even asked them why they detained Kai and not me, and they said because Kai was resisting," end quote. The police officer's conduct is currently under investigation by Somerset County Prosecutor's Office. Following the incident, the 15-year-old regrets even fighting Kai. He also said he has been getting hate messages online. Some message him calling him a white supremacist, bully, death threats, and even telling them to end himself.
This right here is it's tough to even talk about because one, you understand that there's something going on, something bigger that you realize is going on. And for Joseph to understand that situation, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to realize that there's something going on. But at the same time, it's another thing that it's just been ongoing forever. This just have been, and this is my this is only me. This is not reflecting the station whatsoever. But I think that the justice system has been going on way too long, where it shows a lot of biases towards African Americans, and it's just one of those things that it makes me nervous as an African American male to leave sometimes, because I don't know if there's ever a situation that pops off, I'm going to be the one I might be the one who gets caught up because of the way I look, instead of me trying, because if you know me, I like to diffuse situations. But if there's a situation that pops off and I'm there, seeing how things are, seeing how Kai got detained, it's kind of difficult for me because he and I we're the same descent. It's kind of it's difficult, very difficult.
I'm like, sorry, I'm like trying to gather my thoughts a little bit. I think I know the kid Joseph was getting death threats and stuff like that, and I don't necessarily think that he should be getting that hate. I mean, they were planning on jumping a kid, or he was planning on jumping a kid, so I think that aspect is very messed up. But besides the point, I think this kid is recognizing that what happened in the situation was not right. It wasn't fair whatsoever. He was trying to make it fair, and he is the one who is getting the backlash for it. Whereas, once again, he got in the fight. However, I feel like the ones that should be blamed are the police officers who are in question, the police officers who are at the scene and said, oh, hey, you can sit over there while they pinned somebody else down. I don't think it's necessarily fair, especially that he's getting these threats and that he's getting these insults and people are telling him to commit suicide and stuff like that. I see that as unfair. However, I do think that there should be something done for the officers in question because the whole situation is not right.
Especially when the kids said, You guys can detain me too. And they literally told him, no, you're fine. We're doing it to him because he's resisting arrest.
And we're saying resisting
And
is
that's the thing. Was he resisting arrest?
No,
I mean, obviously none of that know that.
here's the thing.
but-
I watched the video, so I watched it a few times, and I saw the look of regret on Joseph's face, and he's just like, wow, that's really happening. And then seeing how Kai was just really, it was just more confusion about, okay, he's the one who really started. 'Cause I watched the video. Joseph threw the first punch, and that's at least that's what I saw, that he threw the first punch. And
Yeah, it says in the
Fine.
article that Kai threw the first punch.
then I take that back.
The video could have started before.
Yeah. Okay. So the video. So what I saw in the video, I saw Joseph got in Kai's face. That's what I should say. Joseph got in Kai's face, and it just kind of just started. It escalated crazy, but overall, just to see death threats for a 15-year-old kid is it's horrible. And accountability needs to be held from everybody. Everybody's standards everybody needs to be held accountable.
I just have something to say. Like my nephew, he's 14. He's gonna be 15 in August. And just thinking about like saying if he was getting backlash, he would never do any of this stuff. He's a very good kid. But like even like if he was getting death threats, I would be heartbroken for my own nephew.
Oh, absolutely.
He like they can't like that's just it's a 15-year-old. It's a 15-year-old. You know what I mean? Like it's not easy for them to really be seeing that. And for them, that age is such a hard developmental age for kids when they start going into high school and stuff like that, that's the time where they really need to like really understand life. And if they get hit with that, it's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna end well.
It will derail them for the rest of their life.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that your teen years are important.
Mm-hmm.
And you also gotta remember, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I made a huge mistake at 15, and it's been on the back of my mind forever. But as time goes on, you grow from those things, and you just allow yourself to realize, okay, I messed up. You just gotta learn from it and just keep moving forward. That's life for you.
Mhm.
Well, with that on that note, and that's just how the way Jersey is. But you know what's crazy?
What?
Somerset is actually near a certain New Jersey university.
What university?
I'm glad you asked. The university in question is Rutgers University.
Oh,
However, it looks like their athletic program is unlikely to ever break even. Rutgers University President Jonathan Holloway acknowledged at his speech to the Faculty Senate that the athletic department is, quote, highly unlikely to break even financially. This is surprising considering the massive litigation that the Big Ten Conference is having regarding TV rights. This deal is expected by many experts to be a massive payday for the conference that Rutgers plays in. Rutgers spends $118.4 million to fund its athletic program during the most recent academic year, according to financial records. That includes a $73.3 million deficit during the COVID impacted year. President Holliday had this to say, quote, for too long, the entire Rutgers community has been laboring under the illusion that athletics will generate enough revenue to pay for itself, then in time turn a profit. Holloway said in his remarks. Let me disabuse you of that claim. While I would be thrilled if athletics were to cover all of its expenses, that is highly unlikely that it will. The comments come at a time where the university spending on athletics is under increased scrutiny from some faculty members and even lawmakers. Representative Bill Pascrell Jr. of the chair of the chair of the House Ways and Means Oversight Subcommittee recently sent a letter asking Rutgers University to justify Coach Greg Schiano's 8-year, $32 million contract. Since joining the Big Ten, Rutgers has struggled. This could factor into the lack of money generated from all its athletics, but this year has been the most successful year in the school since joining the Big Ten across all sports. Both basketball and lacrosse teams made the NCAA tournament. The women's soccer team advanced to the College Cup, and the football team received the invitation to the Gator Bowl, as well as the field hockey team won nationals. So they're on the rise.
Yeah.
We're on the rise to something.
Yeah.
That's something.
Something.
I mean, I think it's good that their athletic teams are excelling.
Yeah.
However,
I won't say excelling, but no.
or not excelling, but
They're moving.
getting better.
Yeah.
The ball is rolling up, as
Yeah.
some would say.
I just have a question. What does the Big Ten mean?
Yes,
So the
Megan?
Big Ten is it's a conference. It's an athletic conference and the Division One level.
Okay.
And what it really is, it's schools like Ohio State, Michigan,
Mhm.
Michigan State, etc. All the schools right there. And that's just there's originally started with 10 schools, but it's like 14 schools or something like that now. And
Okay.
Is Monmouth a part of that or no?
no,
right?
Monmouth, they play in the FCS.
That's
and
what it was. Okay.
Is the Big Ten just for New Jersey schools?
no, not even.
No,
You
no,
said
no.
Not
Michigan,
even.
I don't know why.
Not
Pick that
even.
up.
Listen, it's
No.
okay. She's asking questions, kid. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm saying like
It's
not.
okay. She can ask questions.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying like not even.
I'm sure it's pretty obvious at this point, but this side of the
Oh, I'm well aware.
our-
Oh, I'm
our
well aware.
sports
Oh,
extent
I'm well
is
aware.
Very small.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware.
Thank you.
I'm curious. Sorry, not to like
you're good.
totally get back up to the story, but
Oh, you mean the thing we're supposed to do?
I am curious what's gonna happen with the school. Are they gonna start seeing I don't want to say disadvantages, I don't really have a better word for it, but are they gonna see a lack in the environment of the school atmosphere? Like, I wonder what's gonna happen in terms of the school itself to compensate for the debt that they are in.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good
will
question.
it
that's a good
show-
question.
Will it
All
show
the-
the athletic program? Will it show where will it show? Or will it just remain constantly in debt because
Listen,
who
so
knows?
it's been according to Spice Boys that he said it's been like this for years. And I have a few friends that go to Rutgers. Like my best friend Emily, she goes to Rutgers. My childhood best friend Ani, he goes to Rutgers as well. I just have a lot of people go to Rutgers, and what I'm thinking, what it could be. We live in Jersey, right? No, we live in New York, so that's the point, Ali.
Sorry.
But the
I
rest
didn't
of
know you lived in New York, Allie. Sorry to change
To
the
be honest,
subject.
neither
I
did
didn't
I.
know that.
Neither
Okay,
did I.
continue. Go.
But yes, we all live in Jersey, and there's this thing that we like to call taxes. We all hate to pay them, but those
I
exist.
hate to break it to you, Cam, but those also exist in New York.
Well, here's the thing.
Shocker, shocker.
I'm getting
I know.
I'm getting there. But is Rutgers in New York? All right then, cool story. So yes,
Cool story.
Oh, sorry.
imagine I'd imagine like, as I said, the thing, taxes could play a factor. They could increase, and so that could happen. Also, they could increase tuition. That always could happen.
Mhm.
But
But
Yeah.
why should students have? Sorry, I'm playing like I don't know.
we're playing devil's advocate. Oh, that's a great.
Why
That's a great.
should students have to pay for something that?
Why is
the
your mic
athletic
off?
program did?
I have no idea.
It is said that a quarter of Rutgers' finances is coming from taxes.
Just imagine that. Okay. Anyway, no, I'm gonna say this. For me, I love sports. I love athletics. I'm an athlete here in Montclair State. No, let's say this. If this happened to Montclair State, how would you guys feel?
I'm just confused on how the sports team is supposed to make money, I guess.
Yeah, same.
So how it is? So all right, let me explain. Let me explain. So you got the endorsement deals. You got
Oh, okay.
TV deals. You got a bunch. Like you guys just got a lot of things. The viewership goes up. It drives the machine, and it's just the whole process that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how sports teams make the money.
Okay.
Right.
So how would you feel about that? If you were a Rutgers student, how would you feel about that?
I don't know. I would probably be frustrated. I think. I mean, obviously, like sports are important when like for student athletes and stuff like that. But I would be frustrated if like all this like resources are going into a program that isn't turning profit. And like I would also be frustrated as an athlete, like putting like all this work into it and like not seeing, I guess, like not pay off, but like I guess in the literal sense pay off. But yeah, that I would feel frustrated, I think.
Joe, how about you?
I I guess yeah, I'd be kind of be in the same boat. Like I'd be kind of frustrated as well, just a little. Yeah.
Allie?
I think they pretty much covered it all. It would definitely be a frustrating situation. And as somebody who does not play sports, if they were to increase my tuition
Yeah.
because they are not doing well in that department, I would personally not be super happy.
And would it affect the athletes that got scholarships from the sports, or
I wouldn't
That's what
I
imagine.
would
question.
assume
I would
so
be
in
very
some
I would-
sense.
yeah, I would
upset if I'm
imagine
there on scholarship and all of a sudden like it's not working out.
Yeah, no, yeah. Especially with sports, college always revolves around like the sport. That's like one of like the main college experiences is
So
going
college is
to
a business.
going to
College is a
a
business.
game and be like, oh, I went to the basketball game, like woohoo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like with not having that, they're probably gonna end up taking away a sport or something to
Dang.
handle back the money. You get what I'm like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the only way they're gonna be able to do it. I feel
Yeah,
like.
college is a business. I don't know. But yes, that's just the way life rolls. So I'd imagine so. I don't know about you, but for me, I would think seeing how Rutgers is crazy. Yes, it's crazy, but at the same time, it's their job to make money, and I'm just saying about that. But we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll talk about some more things. So stay tuned.
Hey, son, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, Pops.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm
you
getting
literally
there.
need us to remind you.
I'm
you
getting
would never need
yo.
them.
I will start throwing shoes for legal reasons. That is a joke. But the reason why I say this is because over break,
Yeah, thank you, Isaiah.
I like the pink and the blue.
I like the flashing.
I hate it here.
Oh well.
For legal reasons, that is not a joke.
You love us.
You know you love us.
You guys have your moments. I'm kidding. The Monday crew is the best crew because you guys make fun of me all the time, and I guess I enjoy being made fun of. But that's not the point.
Look at that.
Yes.
I guess that's how you guys bond. You guys just target me. Yeah, see,
That's how it works.
the shaking, the nodding is very assuring.
I guess that's how it works.
The nodding is very assuring. It's almost that, but that's not the point. The reason why I'm about to talk about the next thing is because Isaiah, chill. Chill. The next thing I'm talking about is this. Over break, I saw a certain movie. Spider-Man. I'm a big Marvel guy.
We literally just talked about this.
Big Spider-Man vibes, right? There's a certain human being who isn't Spider-Man by the name of Tom Holland,
Yes.
and he made another movie, not about Spider-Man, but about a video game.
I know.
Joe, can you take over? Because I don't feel like spoiling stuff right now.
Thank you so much. So Tom Holland ditches his web slinging adventures for khakis and another box office hit. Tom Holland does it again for Sony by dominating the box office with back-to-back movies. Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, is a movie based on a video game for the PlayStation called Uncharted. IMDb describes the movie as a street-smart Nathan Drake who is recruited by a seasoned treasure hunter Victor Sully Sullivan to recover a fortune amassed by Ferdinand Magellan. Magellan. Sorry, my bad. And lost 500 years ago by the House of Monacata. According to Sony, the movie brought in an estimated $44.1 million at the North American box office this weekend. That number exceeded industry expectations, which had projected the film to make around $30 million in its weekend debut. Sony added that the new release could take the $51 million over the holiday weekend, which includes President's Day. The solid debut for Uncharted, which cost $120 million to make, is another one for Holland and Sony following the success of their web-seeing sensation with Spider-Man No Way Home.
Tom Holland is a king.
True.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
dominating
We
right
stand
now.
Tom
We
Holland.
Did you guys know he was in New Jersey this weekend
Are you
and
kidding me?
visiting
Why?
movie theaters for Uncharted? And I was gonna go and I didn't go.
Are you
Me and
kidding
my
me?
friends are gonna go on
It was supposed to be
Saturday.
yeah, and like he surprised everyone and like signed posters and
Like near
stuff.
here?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Oh.
and I'm
Dang.
depressed.
My roommate's gonna be so upset to
I'm
hear that.
so
She
mad.
I
I'm
had
pretty
no
sure
idea
this,
that he did that.
this entire room just got depressed.
Yeah.
The room just got
Just
Okay, first of all, I'm saying this.
yes.
Uncharted, I love Uncharted.
It was such a great game.
Uncharted's
Such great
amazing.
games.
The whole
so
series.
good. It is really
Fire.
good series, yes.
And I got the PlayStation 4 bundle with
Me
with the
too.
Uncharted, all the the Uncharted collection.
Mhm.
The best purchase I ever made in my entire life. That thing was heat, respectfully.
Mhm.
I said that's crazy. But no. Wow.
I pointed. I said, "Get out."
But yes, seeing how Uncharted, I wish I got to see the movie. But
I'm gonna see it sometime.
I
this
gotta see
weekend.
it.
I have to. I feel like we have
That's
to.
like
I
a
want to
law.
see it too. It looks
That's like a
interesting.
law.
It's a law to see
It's,
the movie.
yes.
Well, if you
For
play the
Why-
game,
why-
listen,
why-
listen,
a
listen,
joke, but yes.
listen. If you play the games,
Mhm.
you're kind of obligated to see it,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Mhm.
Yes.
But like you see that, it's like okay, that's fire.
I heard that like the Uncharted game like would make a really good movie. And,
Oh,
like,
of
I was-
course,
I
yeah.
like
of
that.
course.
Like what makes it like what would make it like such a great movie? I guess because I haven't played the game.
It's
I don't
like
even know what it's about.
I would for some reason when I explain it to my friends that didn't play the game, I kind of based it off of like Indiana Jones type of style, but more modern in a sense. Like he's not Indiana Jones with the hat and the whip. Like he's just this guy that just climbs and just goes through artifacts and gets a bunch of stuff and fights people.
Think of a modern Robin Hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
like something
Yeah,
like that.
That's a good way to describe it, Cam.
So yes, that's Uncharted for you. And here's the thing, Tom Holland. I'm gonna say really hot take.
How hot?
How hot is this?
How hot is this hot take?
Too hot.
I didn't like Tom Holland the first Spider-Man.
What?
When I first
Like,
saw,
oh,
I did not like
That
Tom
was
Holland.
Oh
good.
really?
Why
Oh,
not?
I like.
All right, here's why.
Go.
I grew up as a Tobey Maguire fan.
True.
Yeah, okay.
So
Me too.
it kind of like every time I saw a new Spider-Man, it's like Andrew Garfield. Yeah. Then I was like, okay, you weren't bad, but you were not Toby. Then I see Tom Holland, like, wow, this guy just like, wow, Tom Holland, like who is this guy? And then seeing him in Spider-Man: Homecoming, he made Spider-Man character like, man, this is really a kid. Like, what is going on? I did not understand what Marvel was doing at the time because they allowed Holland to develop as Spider-Man and mature on screen. So I was like, oh well, that's cool. And then when things happen,
I feel like we can say it's been years. It's been a couple years.
You-
If you haven't seen Endgame yet, I'd feel like that's a you problem.
okay, yes,
Yeah.
after Tony Stark dies,
Right.
it allowed him
How
to.
dare you? I am so upset that you just spoiled
You
it
just
for
spoiled it.
everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
man!
no.
Oh man!
No.
Oh man! It's almost been 3 years.
I think it's
Big
been over
whoop.
3 years.
No, it's only been 3. It's gonna be 3.
It's only been. It hasn't even been 3 yet.
No,
Nope.
not yet.
Oh, it's gonna
God,
be
I
3 in May.
feel old.
But yes, seeing how he was, it's like wow. No, my bad, Tom Holland. My bad, Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You got that. So just seeing him just grow, it's like I love Tom Holland.
Mhm.
Watching him in Far From Home, just seeing how he was dealing with grief
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like wow.
And I think like also him trying to like do things on his own because like
Mhm.
Yeah.
he was introduced by Tony Stark and like that seems to be like something that like a lot of fans debate over, but I think Far From Home like did a real good job at like establishing like he is Spider-Man, he can do like things not by himself, but like
He's his own man. He's his own
yeah,
man.
he's his own man.
He-
Yeah.
Quite literally now.
Then-
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
true.
Way to break
I
my
didn't
heart.
spoil anything. I just
I was
You
giving you
really
the death
just-
there. Just kidding.
Honestly, people should have seen it already. It's been
But
out.
no, here's the thing. I agree with that. But at the same time, people are lazy.
Mhm.
But yes, Tom Holland
He's literally dating.
is a part of the MCU.
yeah.
Go to franchise. He's a part of a great game series in the Uncharted series,
Mhm.
respectfully. And he's dating Denzel.
Oh,
Zendaya, like
Zendaya?
You just said Denzaya. Isaiah, you want to put a 4 in the chat, please?
I slurred my words.
Zendaya.
Wow. Wow.
Tom
That
Holland's
that
way,
sounded
man.
Let me
bad.
Yeah.
draw my L.
I will
Peaceful.
join you.
Okay, yes.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
first of all,
Everyone draw your L's in your
This way?
notes app.
let
Hold on,
me explain my piece real quick.
Sure
I
thing.
literally went to bed at 5 a.m.
I put it on my mask.
So I'm kind of like
5
trying to reiterate,
a.m.
trying to come back to like
Wait,
my.
went to sleep at 5 a.m.
I got to SCM at 5 a.m. Took and fell asleep in the green room
Dude.
because vibes. But yes, my head is trying to regenerate and allow myself to get back in the swing of things.
Oh, I like the fun.
So yes, nice. But yes, he's dating Zendaya.
There you
he's part of,
go.
shut up. He's part of the
There you
MCU,
go.
we love it.
and she just drops bangers left and right. So
Yep,
They were in
yep.
New York too together.
and they were
Heard
oh
that.
man, come on
Yeah,
They
now.
were in New York. They went to a Rangers game and they switched jerseys. So he had Zendaya on the back. And
So
she
so
had
so
Holland on the
so
back.
what I'm hearing is it's a whole lot of W's.
Yeah.
Whole lot of
Yeah.
W's. No, also Zendaya, of course, with the nonsense called Euphoria that exists. That's the thing. I don't watch Euphoria, respectfully.
I do not.
I do not.
Neither do
Neither.
I.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I don't watch it because one, I'm broke, so I have HBO Max. Two,
I want to watch it. I'm just
Isaiah
watching
coming
I
in
just
again.
don't have
Oh
HBO Max,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like doing it.
What are you guys doing?
Isaiah, we don't have money for an apartment.
Oh, the big Walmart money I'm making, yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, find an illegal website. I mean,
But no, like there's
For legal
for me,
reasons, that was a joke.
if I'm watching a show, if I'm watching a show, I can't watch another show. Like I have to consecutively finish that show out before I watch something else. So for me right now, I'm watching Shameless, and I might start watching Euphoria afterwards. I'm not sure.
I
awesome.
started Arcane and then I forgot about it and I have not touched it since and I moved on to Daredevil. So
Yeah,
a
that's gonna
good
be awesome. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I started season 3 last night and like that just episode wrecked me and I only have a week to finish it.
in the words of my roommate,
Yes,
get it done.
I will get it done. Thank you, roommate.
But I'm going to say something real quick to fully change all types of turns.
Yep.
Actually, wait a minute. I gotta find it. Where is it? Where are you?
What are you doing?
All right.
fam?
So we were talking about Tom Holland. We're done with that.